So how do you raise capital from investors? If you're watching this video, I don't care if you want to raise capital to buy a business or grow an existing business, or even just want to raise capital for whatever random idea if you have. I don't know if it's the next NFT or whatnot. I really don't care. I'm going to share with you the structure of how to go out there, raise capital, and what you need in order to do that. So let's get started. Now look, this process is going to be very generic, but usually we are working on those slides. I'm going to share with you basically a pitch deck process of what it looks like to go out there, present an idea, present a business that you want to purchase to an investor. Now, you can present those to investors. You can even present those to financial institutions, board members, employees that you want to hire, so people will understand where you're at, what kind of business you want to raise capital for, so people will understand who are you, what are your plans, what's your forecast, who is in your team, and how you want to then go and grow the business, and why you even need the capital for, right? So let's get started. So in the end of the day, when you get started with the pitch deck, the first thing you want to talk about is you, the company name, probably some kind of a title, email, a contact number of yours to get back to you, right? So obviously, if you're going to raise capital from investors, you want to make sure that they have a way to get back to you. Usually you send those pitch decks to investors or banks or institutions anyway by email, but it's always great to have the contact number directly to you in the first slide. Second slide, probably the most important thing, is what's the opportunity, what's the problem, what are you solving, right? What's the pleasure you're providing with your product, service, business, or what problem you're solving with your product, service, business. And ideally do it as short as possible, but get straight to the point. Like, I want to read one line and understand, okay, this business, this is what it's all about. This is the problem. This is the value. This is why I want to be part of this business. So the more concise you can be in everything in life in general, the better people will just, we'll just get focused with you. Remember, people are at this point overwhelmed by so many things, and the faster you can get to the point, the better chances you have of raising capital. After that, let's talk about the value proposition, right? So explain the value of the pain that you create in the problem, in the market, right? What pleasure you create, what value you're solving. So that's that, right? Then let's talk about the underlying magic, right? I want to understand the technology, the secret sauce, the magic behind your product. The less text and the more diagrams, schematics, flowcharts, the better. If you have a prototype or a demo, this is the time, right? I want to understand in the fastest ways possible what's your solution to the problem, right? If a picture is worth 1,000 words, a prototype is worth 10,000 slides, right? The more clean it can be, the faster it can be, the easier it can be for me to understand about your solution, the business that you're buying, what's the solution that business is bringing to the market, the better, right? So remember, we're starting with the problem, what problem you're solving, and then what's your solution. It's very simple, very straightforward. Easier said than done, because people, for some reason, our mind likes to complicate things. We always look for complexities, but when you're looking for capital, investors, financial institutions, they're looking for simple problems, simple solutions, and they want to then understand, I'll share with you in a bit, they want to understand that you're the right person to solve those problems. Next one, let's talk about the business model, right? Explain who has your money temporarily in their pocket and how are you going to get it into yours, right? I want to understand, after I know the problem, after I understand the solution, I want to understand how are you going to make money, or how the business is making money. If there's a great problem, a great solution, but there's no money in it, great, guess what? It's going to be very difficult to raise capital for that investment, for that business, because in the end of the day, when you're working with investors, you always need to put yourself in their shoes. They're looking, first of all, for the return of their capital, and then return on their capital, right? So first of all, can you show them that you're going to make enough money to get them the money back? Second of all, can you show them that you'll make enough money to get them some kind of a return, or at least do your best to get them some kind of a return, right? Otherwise, there's just no reason for them to trust you with their money, their hard-earned money. You always need to respect people and their money, right? If you won't respect that, if you think, hey, they have a lot of money, they'll be willing to put a few dollars here anyway, guess what? You won't be able to raise capital. It's going to be very difficult for you to do that. Next one, let's talk about the go-to-market plan. I want to understand, I want you to explain to me how you're going to reach to your customers without breaking the bank, right? And again, if you're buying an existing business, explain to me how the business got customers so far. What's your process of creating marketing campaigns, having a sales process, and how to convert leads into clients. If you don't have a proven process, or at least some kind of an understanding of what your process is going to look like to get customers, to convert them into customers, it's going to be very difficult for me to understand why I need to invest in your deal. right? And even if you don't know for sure what that's going to look like, I want you to show me that you at least thought about it, that you at least thought about your process to go out there, find leads, convert them into customers. Next one, I want to understand about your competitors, right? Did you do any competitive analysis? Do you know who is on your market? Do you know who is out there trying to compete on the same clients that you have or want to get access to? And again, the simpler, the better. The more graphs you can show me, the better. The more you can show me that you did your homework, the better. But if you're going to tell me, hey, there are no competitors, it's actually going to make me worried, because it's going to make me think why no one is in that market. Either there's no money in there, or maybe it's too much new of a market that I'm not sure I want to be part of, because I'm not sure I want to be the first one in the market trying to get, they say that the first one in the market is getting all the arrows in his back, because he'll need to figure out everything from scratch. It's just going to be so much more difficult. Guess what? Actually, now with acquisitions.com, that's kind of like what we're going through, because no one went through what we're trying to build right now. And it's a very challenging opportunity, it's a very challenging process to figure out, okay, how can we be the leader in this market of trying to help people buy their first or second business and grow things by acquisitions and create some kind of an operating system to help people with that process. Next one, who's in the management team, right? I want to understand, I want you to describe to me who are the key players of your management team. I don't care if you have a board of directors, advisors, who are the major investors you maybe already have in the deal, right? Banks, institutions. And obviously it's okay if you have a less of a perfect team. If your team was perfect, you probably wouldn't need to raise any money, right? You'll be already good to go. So I just want to understand you have a team that can handle or work with that problem that you try to solve, and your team is qualified to deal with that business, operate the business, grow the business, sustain the business. The better the team, the more chances you have of raising capital. That's why you see a lot of startups right now raising capital just like on billion-dollar valuations, just because the operators, the entrepreneurs have a good track record, right? So who's on your team? Who are you? Tell me about your background. Again, I don't need it long. I need 1-2 sentences to explain to me why you're the best fit to run this business. Next one, financial projections and key metrics. I want you to provide to me ideally forecast. Again, the more you can share, the better, the simpler you can make it, the better. Do you have historic financials? Do you have a forecast for the future? You know, can you show me some kind of data, any data about customers, conversion rates, bottom-up forecasts? You know, whatever you can show me, the better. The more you can show me that you did your homework, that you have a plan. And again, plans are not 100% accurate, right? Those are just plans, just promises, just future forecasts. Hopefully you can get to those numbers, but can you show me that you at least did your best to create some kind of a plan? That's what's really important here. And you have some kind of a business model that have margins, that have basically some kind of a model that allows me to scale, right? It's really, really important. Show me your current status, show me your accomplishments to date, show me the timelines, show me the use of funds. I want to understand all those things. I want you to explain to me the current status of the business, the product, what the future is going to look like, and how you'll use the money you're trying to raise, right? The first thing an investor will ask you is, okay, you're going to take my money, what are you going to do with it? Why do you need that money for? Are you going to use it to hire more people, to use it for marketing, for advertising, for different R&D projects or operations, or what you're going to do with it? And what kind of return you're expecting from that investment. Remember, with a good pitch deck, with a clean pitch deck, with a clean process of raising capital, you'll have better chances of raising the capital that you want to, again, to buy a business, to raise capital for your existing project or business. But unless it's clean, unless it's organized, unless it's showing me that you did your homework, it's going to be very difficult to raise capital from anyone. Show me that you care, show me that you planned, show me that you have a legit process of taking a business and growing it, and you might have better chances of raising capital from us or anyone out there. If you want to specifically raise capital for your business acquisition, or you want to be part of a business acquisition and you're looking for deal flow, deal analysis, raising capital, and you're looking for support in your journey, we're going to put a link below the video. You can book a call with us. We'll see where you're at, where you want to be, and see if we can help you or not. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what kind of topics you want me to talk about in the next videos. I hope you enjoyed it and got some value from it, and I'll see you soon. Take care.